There's just a couple.
Dude. Oh, that backside of the house needed it so bad. Everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm counting down from 4 minutes. I'll do some recap here in a little while. It'll be wonderful.
Just jamming.
Dude, you did such a good job, Strode. My God.
Need a.
Well, where's the video? Did you send it in
General
text or general chat?
Just some. It's not all of the different time lapses, and I keep forgetting to take a picture. Look at the time lapse. And we're gonna get some like wood accents, of some sort. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to use. I want to use like a composite, like decking sort of like wood big thing. So I don't have to worry about it rotting and fading. It's really cool, like really dark wood accents.
Look at you, man.
With gold accents?
Yeah. He's gonna put pure gold on the side of his house.
Gold.
Wood.
A real baller lives here.
Dark woody wood. You know,
Ooh, like a
Are you gonna like wrap it around a corner or something like that?
something like that. I'm gonna do my front doorway. I'm going to like wrap it like from like the wall up and down. And right.
What a satisfying time lapse.
It is.
That's
You
like
see it getting darker.
I only can work in the evenings.
Right,
About an hour before I have to clean up.
Alright, so let's see. Sitting at about 2.5 minutes left before it
Oh, dude, that
begins.
door is yellow. Oh, it's beautiful.
One of the first things we did in the house.
I don't think I remember that being that yellow.
Yellow door.
Dark makes it pop. Well, actually, I don't even have a picture of it dark yet. I didn't time lapse that. I just painted the front doorway one day when it was raining. On
Beautiful.
Sunday or something.
I think I'm gonna get one more beer. I said I was only gonna do one, but then the Lost Boys showed up.
It's the Lost Boys, you must.
I've got to. I'll be back.
You
That's
get
your
a second
Jesse.
beer. I got my tiny little sleeve of Ritz crackers. The
It's the
party.
same thing.
Okay,
Just
drunk at the
go-
bar.
Put those in like some water and sugar and let them sit for I don't know. Months.
Months, and then come out with just a bunch of rotted, nasty.
Then
No,
my
I have
alcoholic
my ale.
brew.
I
Because I don't have my beer.
So, what all do y'all remember?
Ooh.
We got that hoe on
There's still a hoe on
Nick's
Nick's shoulder.
shoulder.
There were dwarves.
There were dwarves.
There were
Yes.
dwarves.
There still are
We-
dwarves.
We like crafted a bunch of stuff.
Y'all
Cool
have crafted stuff. Yes.
We killed some doggos.
I think we were roped into another war or something.
Yeah, I don't remember. These were like evil dwarves, and so they liked us.
Yeah, we were discussing with someone. We were asking them questions. We were having a conversation with them last time.
I agree with all of that. Some of my notes succinctly say, this is a couple sessions ago, Lost Boys Return. This was when the comet crashed. All of you had found your way into Mog Cheseth. Of course, after coming down from the eastern mountains, being resurrected as servants for, all sorts of nefarious causes. Eventually wiggling your way out of that agreement, bringing Jarbo back from a trapped sword, and eventually finding your way into Mog Cheseth. With that, let's see, where was I? There you was. So, yeah, y'all were here for a little bit. You crafted a bunch of stuff. The comet crashed. alien and a fireball. Alien gets fireball cast after surrender. There was the succubus, something about the Garden of Olives. I don't know what that means. I left such cryptic notes. Martisai takes the advice on changing to the alien side of things, sort of. And then y'all had a nat 20 sacrifice. It's beautiful. Another Lost Boys returns. So, finally, she suggested the succubus that she stay with you for a while, and that was successful. Zarnok hugged the asteroid. Jarbo inspected critically at it and swung his pick. He inspected it so critically. I'll turn this down just a little bit. It's like a surprisingly loud track. Let's go. Is it too loud for y'all? Is that good? I don't know if you have the music.
I turned mine down.
Yeah, I control mine on the thing.
On the thing. Beautiful. Anyway, the old man dwarf walked out and congratulated all of you. That's when you started crafting and y'all got handheld mining picks, I believe. Zarnok created his snake skull helmet, and Jarbo his wonderful codpiece.
Snake skull helmet, y'all.
Martisaya his demonic knuckled smashers that now do persistent evil damage, possibly the most broken weapon that the world has seen since before the time skip happened so long ago.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
A very long time ago. Most recently on the Lost Boys, some wolves from a nearby farm just north of the village came trampling through, and an evil one was with it. Zarnok whipped the demon dog. He flamed him. Martisaya, it says KB, killing blow. Oh yeah, he sliced open the side of a jugular. And he knows the quote. Oh, he knows the quote. We all know the quote. Somewhere.
Which quote?
Yeah.
Get
Marseille knows it.
blood cummed.
We can just.
The fact that you said it, man, I had to quote it. It's so disgusting. It's absolutely just.
To be fair, I believe Jesse said it, and I just repeated it.
Yeah. What happened?
Jarbo.
Hearsay.
I would never say something like that.
Oh, Lost Boys, we've missed you. Some of the loot, Zarnok got some belly for. Martisaya got the claw for a necklace, and Jarbo got an occultism ritual of some variety. What ritual is that? I'm curious now. Ritual of the Hell-Touched Great Hounds. Okay, this ritual could be used by a Hell-Touched Great Hound who prepares allies for battle. So resistance to fire damage, or possibly increase of fire damage, or something else. It's beautiful. I'm gonna have to clean that up.
But wait, what was that thing that like nerfed to my spells?
Oh, so the actions, the amount of actions that you take per turn is 3, and most of your spells are 2 action things.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I remember that now.
It's a big rip.
Sadness. Yep.
All the sadness everywhere.
But to be fair, all the NPCs suffer from the same.
This is true.
Fine.
All of my other players in other campaigns cry as well. So the tears are equally big. Acquires the glass. Snake arms harvested blood from something. I believe that was the Greyhound blood.
That's
Yeah,
blood.
I think Jarbo snaked some out. Finally, the Dwarven Dilemma. I believe he brought them all into the center of the town hall, all of the boys, and explained to them some of the past about Mogchuseth being a place that giants started, and eventually the evil demons of Mount Mordoom came over and coerced the dwarves into starting to make their weaponry for their lovely planned takeover.
Yeah.
Nothing to it. We're back to the present.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Lost Boys. We've missed you all.
Look it up. Get blood combed.
God damn it. Fucking hell. I guess we just can't. I just can't not. It can't not be here. You know. I just need a pin. Why do I always forget a pin?
Well, I've got one.
Oh, dude, just reach through. Just pass it on.
Yeah, I got you.
Just put on over. Got dice. Sir, do you see a pin over there? Far left. Thank you. We've made it. And I want you Lost Boys to know y'all are getting a white piece of paper.
Ooh.
This is one of the few times ever.
That's racist.
Otherwise, it's always been yellow, okay? It's always been yellow notepad.
That was really racist.
Also racist.
Basically a slur.
Oh god,
You
this
know a guy.
pen is horrible. 728.
Think.
Alright, I believe one of the last requests of Sir Jarbo at the beginning of being at Mog Cheseth was to essentially learn how to tame some of the local wildlife and fauna, working with animals, something like that. Along those lines, right? And finally,
Well, what are
We
we
totally
doing in
did.
this room? Something was going on in this room.
y'all were chatting about, I think, kind of like joining the war efforts.
Mm.
Yeah, we can do rests too. Make sure everyone's back to full.
I
Oh,
gave
yeah.
myself full health because I think that's what we were doing.
Yup.
Can I will save against this succubus?
Oh yeah, you can.
Let's do it!
What happens if I rest for the night? What does that do?
Brings back all your spells.
Oh, okay, I'll just do that.
Ooh, finally.
Oh,
Martesiah, you kind of snap to your senses, and you see this weird-looking creature sitting on your shoulders. As you start becoming aware of it, a dwarf comes kind of like hobbling in. He looks over at the group. Oi! Oi! Oi, laddies!
Hey.
hey,
We got to get
Hey.
your help out just north. We're loading
let's
up some
go.
stuff with horses.
Oh wait.
This, that, and the
Horses.
next.
Woden, dude, don't you have servants and slaves for such things?
We got a heavy load this time, little guy.
Uh,
Wait,
So
wait,
you
wait,
had-
wait. Who's he calling little?
I only
Oh,
get
you-
certain
you-
types
you-
of. I only have mage hands.
Oi, there's good gold in it too for y'all.
Oh, well.
Gold.
Okay.
What do we even do with gold?
You can use it to buy things at cities.
Well, you got me there.
I mean, not that anyone ever does, but it is possible. The succubus still is following you, but you are no longer enchanted by her.
Thank the Lord.
Where's this stuff that we're loading up? Is there a tiny demon out there still? I thought we killed that thing.
Yes, he's dead.
Is it next to all these dead bodies from our slain enemies?
Dude, I love me the smell of sweet, burnt, evil wolves.
Burnt
But I
evil
think to
wolves.
a
As
crisp.
they burn away to crisps, you see
And
their ashes
ashes.
blow away in the dusty, windy distance. The dwarf guy
clean up
starts
the-
walking off over to this trail that leads off back behind.
I just
This
want to note that
particular
I
spot.
took a whiff of that dusty air that got blown away. It was like, I love the smell of ashes in the morning.
Are you guys ready? Can you believe it?
Can we put that in the notes that I said that?
You can put it in your notes.
Write that down.
Write that down.
It's time. We've made it. The druid points around, and all of you find yourself walking down a pathway, interspersed with trees, light foliage, rocks. And finally, upon you, you see a large, giant fence with a guard
Foliage.
tower far off. In that
Ooh.
guard tower area, you see a giant crane that is used for lifting all sorts of varieties. There are cannons lined on the outside of the area, and you spy yourself watching horses trot and gallop across a nice open field. There are also some incredibly weirdly shaped creatures out there with tusks and weird, long
Antler things.
Yeah, antler-like feet. They're clattering around, chirping.
These are some interesting creatures.
Guys, look at those weird things with antler-like feet.
This looks like Lon Ranch.
You're welcome.
A what ranch?
It's from
Legend of Zelda.
Uh-huh.
That's great. The druid man takes all of you up to the crane area.
Oh. This
Green
thing?
area.
And as you start to look around, the area starts to populate with people.
It's just like we loaded into a new zone.
That's it.
Wow.
Like
This. I didn't
Well-
think there was many people here, but it turns out it's much more lively than I first realized.
You start hearing the low drone and humble grumble of many workers that are
working.
working. Very accurate.
But otherwise, we wouldn't call them workers. They would just be Killers.
Laziers. Bums. That's what I
lasers.
call them.
I call them lasers.
Lasers.
Being easy.
The
Lasers.
druid finally kind of stops and calls everyone around. Oi! Oi, everybody, come meet these weird folks who have saved our town multiple times in a couple of sessions.
The heck? Get away from me, you succubus.
She's looking at you real hard.
Uh,
You hear this weird telepathic thought in your head talking about wanting to be the smaller of the two.
She's not that bad. Like,
scared.
She really
you want
has just sat on Marteside's shoulder the whole time.
a quick
Yeah, but
beat
who knows
of her.
what happened.
She's good for it.
A quick what?
You heard me, son.
The dwarven druid guy thing starts speaking. Oi, laddies, we need your help. There's this particularly large heavy load that we've got to lift up and carry out of here on one of the wagons on the way out. Do you think you can help us?
You got it, Mr. Druid Man.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I was gonna say how much money
We're
do
so
we get,
strong.
but yeah, sure. Yeah, you guys can do that. I'll just help with my mage hand.
Keep
You
that
will be-
little mage hand to yourself.
You'll be rewarded heavily.
That's not what you said last night.
Oh boy.
Not in daylight.
Okay, where is like items? There we go. Game browser. Cart. Where are the cart? Sir. Compendiums. Is that
My immersion is broken. I can walk on the.
Jarbo's sitting there jumping around on rooftops somehow.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Jarbo.
Get it.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Hardcore,
You should.
parkour.
You should just make him like all of a sudden just roll like agility saves and stuff every time he does that, so that he breaks.
That sounds
break
great, man.
something.
I think a reflex save is definitely in order. As Jarbo's getting used to his body once again. He starts jumping around. He is
There we
successful.
go.
He
Good
manages
job.
to jump from place to place, doing better than anyone would have thought him to do.
But his joints pop a lot, and
There's
that sounds weird.
Sometimes I miss being a sword. Back when I didn't have joints.
Okay, I'm looking for a cart.
So we just carried you around and let you drink blood from our enemies.
Enemies.
Good times.
Oh, this is perfect. How lucky do we get? Sometimes
Very lucky.
luckier than others. Oh,
So I want to know, what are we lifting, fellows?
I got
I like- I like your
Say that
haircut,
to these guys.
Mr. Viking Dwarf Man. It's all
Dude, he looks awesome.
mohawky and
It looks like Josh's haircut. It's like that. Did Josh's haircut recently?
Josh's haircut is a mohawk that curls on the ends.
It
Dude.
like goes off this way,
That's wild.
and he's got his long beard.
The green guy's haircut's like Jesse. If you put it in a bun.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we've made it. Where did it go? I just had it. I just made it. Is it here? Oh, there it is. Finally,
Whoa!
couple
there's
of
a cart.
dwarves come along,
Yep.
pulling a cart.
Oh, let me get out of the way. Oh, wait.
Let's not put the cart before the dwarves.
They seem to be doing just a fine job with that
Yeah,
part.
I think they're good. Yep, they got it. Yeah, good
This
job.
is just the thing, right? And they finally they put it down. They kind of stumble back off.
Oh, this was just a thing.
He claps. You see Zarnok clapping. It's beautiful.
Good job. Well done. Well done.
The succubus
well.
looks over at Zarnok.
I don't look at the succubus. I'm just gonna walk away.
Oh yes,
Over here.
she keeps looking.
Over here.
She looks at Jarbo a little bit.
Oh, there's Java. There you go.
Hey there. Finally the dwarf clears his throat. If you look over there in the other bin, we have some incredibly giant swords that must be transported. Would normally take at least 3 to 4 dwarves for each one. We figure y'all can do it on
Are
your
these-
own.
Giant swords? Swords of giants?
Swords that could be for giants.
Yeah. I can.
Oh,
I can-
man.
I can
What's
carry
the
at least
bulk?
3 of those.
What's
Probably
the
bulk
level
3 or 4.
up? Okay, so I can't use my mage hand.
I would let you use it to assist.
I'll use it to assist.
It'll be strength checks for the lot of you.
But not for my
Oh,
mage hand.
What the lot of you?
I've got
It'll definitely be a strength check for your mage hand.
strength
Oh my god.
out the wazoo.
Just y'all can roll 20s. Just regular
Where's
old d20s.
Oh no. You don't
It's
have
in-
a strength?
Yeah, you can't actually click on strength to roll it. I just add the +5.
Ooh!
Jar.
Somebody's on their way to a tattoo.
Could you do a nat 20 for Jesse? They're doing it. And a nat 1 for Nick.
Oh man, how do I roll again?
There's a little dice icon in the upper left. You can just click on that.
Oh yeah, just the one, right?
Oh my god.
Real close.
That
was-
was close.
That was really close. Jarbo, you successfully pick up one of these things.
Oh, good.
As, as you pick it up, you take 1d10 damage from straining your muscles.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Wasn't very much, but you might feel that in the morning.
Hold his back.
That's with the nat 22. That is by himself. Because as Jarbo tries to pick it up, Martisaya tries to assist him. And as soon as he touches the blade, his hand reels back in pain. He starts screaming.
Ah,
Oh, careful there, buddy. You're already missing one
it
leg.
hurt a lot.
Taking
Don't wanna
12
be
points of
missing a hand,
damage.
too.
84. It
Jesse
appears
took
that...
damage even with a perfect 20.
Oh yeah, he did. Because it was just himself doing it.
I gave my mage hand.
A 1. Jesse gets 20.
Am I currently carrying a sword now? Did I successfully
Yes,
lift
you
it?
are holding this and straining with all of your might, but you're doing it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if you can walk over to this thing.
Oh yeah.
As you
Oh,
walk
easy.
over, you're gonna need to do at least 2 fortitude saves.
All right. Here we go. Dude. Here we go. Yeah. This safe.
One more.
Safe. You know. Oh yeah. Oof.
Well, yeah.
Fortitude. So, forted.
Jarbo is in fact fortified. He wobbles over, just barely putting the sword in the thingamajig, the cart, before collapsing.
Guys, that was like, honestly exhilarating, but
He's prone for a second.
it's tiring.
He's on
What
the
if
ground.
and Zarnok and I tried to pick them up together as a team?
Oh
With
yes.
my mage hand.
Oh yes.
Spells.
Try
Do a
it,
D20
boys.
again?
Another
Mage.
D20
Yeah.
plus your. Did you roll the thing? There you go. Hey.
Oh.
A nat 20 for Jeremiah. Nice. So that's the plus 5
Starting it
with
off
the
right.
strength. Oh yeah, you boys start lifting it. Martasiah, having both his steady, big, meaty hands holding the bottom of the blade, is groaning in pain as for some reason this blade is hurting his essence, hurting whatever it is that he has turned into. And Zarnok takes the brunt of it and the weight of it with his mage hand, squeezing and yearning, screaming a little bit.
Yeah.
They start moving the blade over. Both of you, fortitude save.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy, this is where I obviously am specialized in.
It's
Wait, did I
beautiful.
draw? Why did I roll 2? Oh no, one of them.
That was literally both of y'all at the same time. It was so
Oh.
cute. Both of you manage to keep the sword up as you stumble it along
We kept it up.
and put it in the cart. The succubus looks over at all of the boys and winks at all of you. Oh, so strong.
Yeah, you know it.
She looks
Oh,
over at
there.
Jarbo.
Done that, am I right?
Oh,
Hey.
she looks over at Jarbo.
Oh yeah, look
Loppy
at
seconds.
look what I can do.
Dude, she
Oh, sh-
reaches out and she straight kisses you, brother.
Kisses me or claws me?
So the claw was enough to grab you.
Oh,
She didn't
okay.
do any damage, but she did
Oh.
choose to grab you. And with that grab, she kisses you.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Sucky butt.
You just sit do a will.
Yeah.
save.
Yep, it's time to start will saving, my boy.
I just give it.
Brad.
I don't need a will save, right?
I mean,
You
you just
completely gave in to it.
she can give you a suggestion at this point now,
Well, then
unless you do the will save.
okay, well then we just will save.
Oh, nice, dude. Nice, Jarbo. Kissing and not afraid to talk about it. Yeah, you come back from that kiss and she realizes that you have like 3 different weird demonic souls inside of you in some way, shape, or form. And you like just look at her, like just calm and collected.
That's common and collected. Somebody who has 3 demonic
I do
souls.
spiders. You want? Let's go for it. You know, you want to go for this? Let's do it.
Wow, that's beautiful. With that, yeah, that happens. Man, can't say I didn't try. With that, there are 2 swords that remain.
Oh. Or
Wait, I didn't see one of them move.
It's because they're built into the map.
Man.
I'm
There's-
sorry.
we had to move
sorry.
2 more swords to the cart.
Okay, hold on. I can give you swords to move.
Yeah, move some swords.
Don't have to.
Jeremiah, Don't let him off easy.
You're breaking the realism.
He
That's
said,
so
I can't believe anything that's happening unless there are swords.
Real swords that are moving.
yes, beautiful. One of them's over here already.
Now just
There were a
unzip
total
the
of
zipper,
4.
Move the sword.
4 total swords.
"Where's my sword at?"
I said unzip my zipper and move the sword.
Guys. let's. Why is the cart? Let's just move the cart next to.
Yeah,
the
that's a
other
good
cart.
question. Like, why don't we just move the cart all the way over there?
All of you start moving the cart over.
So over here. Yeah.
The
Except for me.
dwarves kind of start
I'm mad.
chuckling.
I used my mage hand to help.
You position the
Double bump.
cart dutifully in front of
Remember,
the other
work
cart.
smarter, not harder. Unless you're, rolling 20s like me, and you work as hard. You work
You
as hard
can
as you want.
just
It's fine.
freaking strain your back out. So beautiful. Alright, we're still gonna have to do strength rolls to see if you can pull them from one thing to the next.
Yeah,
but
well,
we're
we don't
the
have to
strongest
do it.
boys in the world.
Why would we need to do that
just-
when
it
I
just-
have in my possession an inventory that has? We could use leverage to our advantage.
Yeah?
Oh,
Maybe he has to. Maybe do you need to do like a? I don't know.
we're just gonna lift it up by the hilt and tilt it,
Are we
Yeah.
even smart enough to do
pop
that?
it into the other cart.
I'd wager y'all might be smart enough.
Lift
Can we? What if?
it down.
Do we
What
need
if
to-
instead of tilting the sword, what if we just tilted the thing, the whole thing?
Why
The whole
are we
thing.
moving it from one cart to another? Why don't we just move the one cart? That's
What if we just tilted
already
the
cart.
cart and let all the things inside the cart fall down into our other cart?
You know,
You're
if
a-
What
we
if there are
master-
things in this cart that we also don't want in this new cart?
That sounds like a them problem.
One
Yeah,
of the
you know, if we
That's true.
massacred,
They didn't say move the swords and not this other stuff. They just said move the swords.
Now we're talking.
Yes, we are businessmen. Look at these
We are-
lazy.
you hear one of
Freaking
the
Lord.
you hear the
Minimum
kind
wage.
of
We get the
foreman
minimum wage work.
this is a
Like,
special
hey,
job.
what are
We only
bum-
need the hilts. We only need the swords.
Well, what are your bum dwarves doing just standing there? Why don't they do something too?
You see them all loading up other things throughout the camp.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's loaded.
They're
Yeah.
totally moving.
Now they're busy.
Elder. How convenient.
Look busy.
I'm pretty sure one of them was just getting a bee gibber behind a barrel by the frickin' succubus.
He yells out, "Was not."
Less teeth, less teeth.
Yes, that right there.
Okay.
All right. Sarnak, I'm going to lift up this sword using leverage.
Still, it's still a
you-
pretty
Hip down,
decent.
hilt
It's still
up,
like a bulk 1.5 at that point.
Man.
and we're gonna drop it, and you're gonna use your mage hand to help guide it.
Well, can I
Guide you.
use Featherfall on it so that it's light?
Dude, what? What is this madness?
I have this spell called Featherfall.
You know, we should really remind ourselves about our spells every.
Targets fall slows.
60
Wow.
feet per round, so 60 feet per 6 seconds? 10 feet per second?
Yeah. I guess it doesn't really make it light. It just
takes
slows
no
its
damage.
descent.
Yeah, it
Light
slows
as
the
feathers,
descent.
stiff as a sword.
And it's one target is one falling creature. Because I can't target a falling item.
It's true.
It's not. Okay, I'll lift it up. We
Y'all can definitely do the leverage thing, but there's still strength rolls involved.
all right. I got this. Don't worry, guys.
Also, I forgot to tell y'all this before the session. I got a really weird message today at work from my boss, who sent me like essentially a screenshot of our president asking for like more dungeon masters. And I said, what? And apparently we're doing like a work conference or something next week but like right after on Tuesday, they want to do like I think team building with D&D one shots. So, gonna be one of the DMs for some folks at work.
Nice. That's what's up.
I'm like kind of pumped. It should be interesting. We'll see what happens. Anyway, yes, Jarbo and Zarnak. I mean, Martisaya, if you plan on helping. Strength roll!
I'm going.
Do I need to do strength roll?
Did you give a nat 1
Dude.
to Jarbo?
Oh my god!
Jesse. Could you give a nat 1 to Martisaya as well? Oh my
Wait,
Jesus.
I'm helping too. I'm using my mage hand.
Yes, you must roll a strength with your mage hand.
I'm a strength roll.
All right, leverage.
That's Nick.
Holy lord!
I'll be right back. I gotta help Sal real quick.
Yeah, you're good, man. The double nat 1. It's beautiful. So much beauty.
At least I'm not at risk for getting a one tat.
Never.
Unlike for Marcus Hunter.
Nick's got the double nat 1. How ridiculous would it be if the first session you agreed to it, you hit 5 nat 1s?
It would be pretty ridiculous.
And that's your first tattoo.
You have to go to Taylor. Hey, Taylor. So...
This is not a problem.
Jeez Louise, man. So, like, redoing the brand a little bit. We've got a new intro screen for the stream, which is pretty cool. It's just above that link in the D&D chat.
The D&D.
Oh, yes. Potions, oh my.
Last quest. Homebrewed D&D adventure. Running on. They're to eat.
I think it's pretty clean, pretty minimal.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also did like a kind of new banner for YouTube and stuff too, which is, yeah. Oh, that was not it. Copy. And then I think I'm going to try to get a new avatar, either AI generated or actually get someone to make one for me.
Marty McLovin.
We've made it. He's back. Look at that handsome man. Look at that
Sorry about
handsome
that.
guy. Alright, we're back. There were 2 nat 1s rolled. As both of you, that being Jarbo and Martisaya, always watching Wazowski. We have this regular on YouTube named Quant who enjoys hanging out and chatting. So, Lost Boys, say hello.
Hey.
For all it's worth. And so anyway,
What kind of beer are you drinking?
I will let you know when the answer is answered. Yeah, you both try to lift this thing, man. And, like,
Oh, yeah.
Jarbo's leverage idea in his head looks totally different than how it actually works. Like, he thinks that by lifting the back end upwards, like, instead of forwards, he's not using the tip of the blade as the crux point, but trying to lift from the hilt of the blade.
Right.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
As he
how's that turn out?
convinces Martisaya to grab at the base with him, they both heave, and they're heaving together, and their faces are turning red. They're gonna strain and hurt themselves.
Burn you!
Roll a 1d12 for me.
You're gonna make us.
Me or Jesse?
Both of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
A D12, you said?
D12. Jarbo taking 3 additional damage. He feels another lower lumbar piece pop. And Martisaya feels some weird muscle in his arm go as they both take a little bit of damage trying to lift this sword.
There's some weird muscle.
Just that one that you can't really feel or get to, and it's just as annoying when it aches.
Right, that
Previously
one.
undiscovered muscle.
The undiscovered muscle.
Science has scientists.
With that, you both fail to move the sword, and it falls backwards heavily as you'd gotten it up just a little ways, and it knocks the other sword farther back into the cart.
Well, if we turn the cart around, we got it closer.
You hear a dwarf yell, "That cart ain't moving! It's specifically designed to work with the crane!"
Dwarves,
Yeah.
What if we attached the cart to the crane and then dumped everything out into the other cart?
Why aren't we using the crane to lift the sword?
Oh, or would do that.
Why don't we just lift the last 2 swords? Already done it. Just try again. Just try again.
We attach.
All right, I'm gonna start.
The crane to the sword, and then we lift the crane.
What if
Everybody,
we murdered all these dwarves and just stole everything?
what if we just killed these guys?
You wouldn't have to do this crap if we just slaughtered them
I
all.
want to do this. Let's just kill this
Slit
fool.
their throats and fuck their wives.
I was wondering if this session was going to be like too vanilla for y'all, and so I was wondering when it was just going to erupt into madness.
I feel like, what if one of us
Wait, Martin, do
persuaded
we
the
have
dwarves
two
to do it
more
for
swords?
us?
Do we have
Two.
2 more swords? That's
Yes, 2 more.
it? Alright. I like Jeremiah now.
Zarnak. What was your idea?
Let's
Just-
go with this.
Just brute force it. Just try
Yep.
again.
Here we go.
tried that. Obviously, it's not gonna work.
I disagree. I think we should just try again.
Strength.
Beautiful. Jarbo,
Yeah.
it's time.
Yeah. I don't think we got enough strength on that one.
It was beautiful. All of you sit there, and with your combined efforts as one whole unit, you get the sword to budge and flip on its proper axis, tilting over and falling just short at the edge of the cart.
Do it again.
Ooh.
Do it again.
Alright. I'm in
Do
it.
it again. Move it.
Yes, yes, all 3 of you heave and hoe together, and you push the blade into the cart. The cart
Sword.
starts to sag with the weight, and you all wonder whether or not this cart will be able to handle the weight of this last blade.
We do wonder, but
Yeah.
here we are.
We just need to get him in the cart. They didn't say the cart had to do anything. That's the job.
This is
We get the
true.
money. We do the
Hey,
job.
dwarves. Where are we taking this cart, anyways?
We're not taking it nowhere. We're just
Are
putting it in the
you guys
cart.
taking? We're not taking the cart. What do you do with the cart after this?
Oh, after this, it's got to be delivered over to the nearby village to be picked up by the
Oh, you guys
boat that will take it to Mordoom.
You guys are. Oh
You're-
man.
Sending
I have
4
PTSD.
swords in one cart.
They're big swords.
Do you normally send 4 swords at a time in this cart?
It's a
Are you-
particularly special order for a really weird client, and that's all I've got to say about it.
You don't like the
Do you
sound
guys
of this.
find that you have logistical issues with your shipping? Normally?
Logistical issues, my arse.
Being
You
sponsored
got a
by
logistical
UPS,
issue with height, you little thing.
Hey, I'm not.
He looks
Little.
at you at about the same level of height.
All right.
Don't make Zarnok get
I'm
hot.
bigger than
You know
most.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Don't get him heated.
I get it.
Boy.
I don't get it. Explain this to
Hot.
me, please.
I wonder if we'll. No, I don't think we'd ever
Very
get
nice.
copyright infringed because of the way that I've done this particular Jarbo character. Actually, I think that's just stock footage from somewhere.
By the way, I tried again.
Somewhere.
Come on, boys.
All right,
Wait,
let's
wait,
do
wait.
it.
Guys, wait.
Forward.
I have this
Last one.
convoluted
Last
idea. that
Last
might work.
sword. Last sword.
Think about it. I got this rope. We can lasso.
How do you
one of
have a
these-
rope?
It's my inventory. I have a rope in my inventory. It's useful. I could
I strike
can
Jarbo while he's
lasso
walking.
one of these horses
God.
or weird beasts, enrage it, tie the and half the
I
other
guess
end.
I
roll for
too
damage,
strike.
man.
I also strike him.
Jesus. Okay, that was an unarmed attack. How did you get damage from your librarian, the scimitar?
That's a good question.
Didn't
I just hit damage. I'd do it again. Oh,
There you go.
okay. I hit the wrong.
Oh,
button.
are we doing something here?
I
Jarbo
just
just
burned
got-
him?
I smacked
So,
you in the face because you were talking too much while we're trying to lift a sword.
I'm casting charm on Nardasaya, so that he's gonna do what he's gonna participate in my plan.
It-
Jarbo, go
Hold
ahead
on,
and
hold
roll
on.
your reflex
Hold
on,
save.
I didn't-
Ineffective because I'm already in love with Jarbo.
Yeah, he doesn't get hit by that touch. He nimbly,
okay.
as Martasaya backhand slaps him like, any good
Well, no.
bitch should
If
be.
it saves, it just doesn't mean he doesn't catch fire. I think I still do damage.
Your successful melee touch attack causes your target to ignite. So, let's see. Wait, would you roll an attack roll? Yes, it's an attack roll. Wait, which is I think what you roll?
I just slapped you, Jesse, but Jeremiah tried to set you on fire.
Literally just said it's time. Go ahead and roll your attack
Just a
roll.
little
Sarnock.
bit.
Sorry about that.
And I'm not that good at it anyway, so it probably wouldn't have even hit you.
Yes, his heart is not in the matter. You see sparks from his hands fly out at you. However, Jarbo, having been bitch slapped, is already on his way over to the sword with some rope. Martasaya, go ahead and do a will save.
We'll save.
Yes, Jarbo's smooth, snake-like tongue and words enter
No, it's
through your
ineffective.
ear.
Ineffective because I'm already in love with him.
Oh,
He
don't
can't
you
charge
worry.
someone who's already in love with him. I'll already do what he tells me to do.
Wow.
Well, so if it was friendly, it becomes helpful.
And such that if you use hostile actions, you wouldn't be hostile towards him
What do you mean? People in love punch each other all the time.
all the time. Do that will save, my boy.
I feel like my love for him should supersede this, but whatever.
Yes, you already start talking about your love for Jarbo and explaining to him that a simple bitch slap across the face is 2 weeks worth of conversation.
Right. This is a minor setback in our relationship.
So with that, Jarbo, you're on the cart. That
Yep.
that last blade is looking at you, man. It's like
I'm
really.
looking at it.
Oh yeah, dude, and it's
I'm
looking
like-
back at you.
In my hey sword, you thinking what I'm thinking? Thinking.
Can I get inside that sword?
Can I fit in there? You have room for you have room for a little Jarbo hole?
You know, funnily enough, as you say this, you hear something whisper in the back of your mind. Get me out!
Whoa. Hey.
Ooh,
What is it, Jarbo?
I do a perception check on the sword.
You know what? That's a great. Dude, sounds awesome.
Yeah, Zarnok, you look
Yeah.
over at it, and it looks like a regular sword blade to you.
Yo, I'm gonna use my demonic intuition and roll and check this thing out with my cultism.
Yeah, you will.
Oh
I'm
man.
like, hey man, what's going on here?
Can I assist him in that? With my
Jarbo.
cultism?
Yeah, do it, Zarnok. The druids are still kind of chatting with themselves. Hoping. One can hope. Zarnok, and as you sort of creep back behind Jarbo as he jumped away from the sword, you look very carefully at that sword blade. And Jarbo himself, too, sees it. A weird sort of inscription is on the whole blade, like it's scribbled along there. It's different than the other blades y'all have touched so far.
Whoa.
Different.
Whoa.
It appears to be different.
Yo, can I do another a perception on this on more of this stuff that's going on?
Yeah, you look at it, and you kind of hear this weird voice in your head as you're like eyeing it. Get me out!
Okay, I'm gonna think really hard. Who are you? Who are you? What are you doing to the sword?
Don't poop yourself.
I poop a little bit, but I don't tell anyone.
A little bit of prairie dogging, huh?
Guys, you smell that?
No, that's weird. I don't know. And the horses. Horses.
Oh, right. Horses.
The dwarf slowly starts walking away.
He must smell horses, am I right?
So, Jarbo, go ahead and roll a diplomacy. As you're focusing so hard and a little bit of fecal matter slips out, you try to use your words.
Not again.
Hey, so who are you? What are you in there?
In your head, you try as best as you can to form these words, and the message gets across. I've been trapped by these dwarves. They're gonna turn me into a sword.
Wait, you are a sword.
Yeah, I hate to break it to him.
You're already a sword.
You start hearing it cry.
Wait, Jarbo, why are you touching yourself? What are you hearing that made you touch yourself? That's weird.
I'm hearing things. You just stick your head on the sword. Stick your head on the sword. Your neck. Put it right there. Yeah, right. Stick it
I'm a
real
brute.
close.
I don't hear anything. Just metal, am I right?
Whoa, are you a dwarf too? Are you a dwarf? Are you a dwarf in the sword?
As Jarbo gets closer to the sword, he hears it yell and scream. All of you actually hear this as well. The animated blade turns up on its hilt and starts to float as it grows in size.
Oh, snap.
Everybody roll for initiative.
What? No, I thought this was just a simple task.
Could
What
be,
do I roll initiative?
Could be
again?
anything you want. I need to start a encounter. Wait, do I? Oh, you have to. A thing. All right, in the upper right-hand corner, there's like a dual
Wait, I found
weapons
it.
thing. Oh yes, and then there's a roll thing.
I did the roll thing.
Oh,
Could you give a nat
Oh.
to Jeremiah?
wait, was it Jeremiah or was it Jesse?
That was me.
Zarnok.
Is that your second one?
That's my first.
Oh.
Didn't you have a second one?
I've already had two.
Nick has had 2 nat ones.
Oh no.
Zarnok.
Jesse's had a nat 20
Wait, no,
and a
sorry.
nat 1.
Everyone's rolled?
Right.
Jarbo, do the rolling. In the upper right-hand corner, there's like dual swords.
Oh, yeah, I'll roll again.
There's like the
I rolled it.
You probably did, but probably from your actual character sheet. Instead
Maybe.
of there's a perception. Oh,
How'd you get a 28?
dude rolled high.
I think it added them together.
12 plus 16. It's his initiative roll. Battlefield Surveyor gives him a +2 as well.
Why did he get a +16?
His is Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he also has like I'm trained.
Like, why did I get an initiative in crafting?
Did you roll? Let's see.
Is your initiative is crafting selected on your character sheet?
Oh, it is.
It is. You
Mine is
wanna
perception.
reroll?
What should it be? What should it be?
Perception.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter.
Let me clear yours out. There you go.
I just thought it was weird.
Yeah, that is a little weird. Beautiful.
I mean, it's pretty good. Not as good as mine.
It's nowhere near as good as yours.
Nowhere near.
Yeah, full.
Jarbo,
For some reason, he has Master.
it's your turn first. This
He's a
giant
master
animated
for-
blade is swinging in front of you,
Guess so.
slowly back and forth as you're watching time slow down. The decisions in your head start to occur.
I
3 actions, my boy.
Wait, Jarbo.
Okay. Yeah.
All we know is that it's basically like the part in the movie where the music comes on, where you're like, oh shit, something's about to happen. We don't know this guy's, bad sword.
Yeah.
Could be a good sword.
Exactly.
Could be a
I
good sword.
honestly, I want to try, charming.
That's the Jarbo I know and love.
Hey. Big guy, lady thing, maybe.
Night with Jarbo, and you will be a guy.
Give me your honeyed words, my boy.
Whoa, hey. Take it easy now. Tarp, looking you. You're, we don't need to get into anything. Don't need to be so hasty. No.
Jarbo uses his snake-like tongue and his incredible charm.
My
He
mistake
woos
is-
the sword into an incredible submission. It instantly walks up to you, if it could walk, floats up to you, snuggles up against you, and you feel the weird sort of tail-like hilt ribbon wrap around you enticingly.
Yeah, I'm just like, baby, hey, just tell me what's going on. What's going on? That's wait.
Well, you see, I was trapped, and then they took me to an island, and they took me back, and next thing I knew, I was just so hard,
Oh, that's awful. That's awful. You
and I'm
not.
fat.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I'm really. Some people are into that. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Jarbo, you managed to soothe this sword, and it is no longer hostile towards you. You have 2
good.
more actions. It's now helpful.
Not suspected. Woman's butt. Okay. Guys. Got him. But.
All the dwarves are sort of looking over at y'all weirdly as Jarbo's stroking the sword.
Yeah.
You do hear some weird dwarven moans come back from behind the crane, though, too, so it's a weird juxtaposition of things happening right now.
Yeah, we've been here before.
Now, I'm getting my snake hands out. And I'm gonna be like, hey, swordy McSword.
You're gonna
I used to be a sword. See, I'm a freak. And this proves it to you that I also used to be a sword. We can get you out of this. I'm demonstrating
What's your snake
That-
hands?
get things happen.
Show him those snake hands.
Roll the attack roll, man. Let's see how proficient you are with those snake hands. Jarbo's hands turn into snakes.
What?
It feels so good. And as he starts wiggling them around,
Turned into like a weird hentai.
yeah, the sword's moderately impressed, It looks around. Oh, what do snakes have to do with getting my body back? Trails off.
Doesn't this show you that I used to be a sword?
It's just silent.
No. Oh, okay. Look,
Just a weird flick of the ribbon tail.
well, in that case,
Marchesai and Zarnok are just looking at Jarbo stroking the sword and like sort of having this half conversation with it.
I feel like Zarnok needs to use his demonic understanding abilities to know what's going on here.
I don't think I have any of that.
Aren't you like trained in the arts of turning people into swords?
It was an
I
occultism.
have occultism and crafting and arcana.
Now we're
Like,
talking.
all you need for turning people into swords.
Now we're talking.
Crafting, arcane, and occultism. You can use all these. This one
You could use so many things.
and this one combined.
I thought I clicked it. No.
What are you doing? What's
Maybe-
happening here?
I don't know what
Jarbo used the Dwarven Fire Forge.
No, sorry. I was clicking through. I clicked it.
Oh, okay. Occultism, crafting, and arcana. Incredible. Zarnok, you look over to your right, seemingly. I don't know, your left maybe, depending on which way you're looking. And you see this big, giant-looking mage-like tower. Inside of it, you start remembering your old days at school, and when they would talk about the lovely giant towers of soul rendering.
All right, the lovely giant towers of soul rendering.
Now,
I
you were too
forgot.
busy paying attention to the goblin's tits at the front of the class to really remember all that much, but you remember that there were great towers that had incredibly focused
Great
energy stones at the
Super
top.
energy stones at the top.
And once they gathered up enough accumulation of energy, it
They
would
practically
explode into an incredible looking little tiny itsy bitsy stone, of which
Sure.
had someone's soul that could be crafted from there.
Well, perky stones just sat right there.
Whose soul did they use? That's what I don't quite remember.
That's the question.
Maybe
I
she's
imagine
some-
somebody who was friendly towards that could ask them.
Hey, hey, sword. What's your name? What's your name? Sword person.
Sword person.
I'm gonna attempt to walk in here, just kind of like nod at the guard.
Wouldn't Jesse need to roll something?
Gonna take a peek
It's,
in here.
he's
see-
totally like the creature is helpful towards him at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his charm is he critically succeeded on that.
Since Jesse wants to know its name, it just has to tell it to him.
100%, dude, or at least attempt to. The sword starts going over its memories. Oh well, I remember.
Trying to remember something that.
It's like
On
right
the
there. It's right there at the tip of my blade. I was from.
From Great Isles City.
I was vacationing.
Oh, vacation. Wealthy merchant.
Wait, Florida, Floruca.
Bermuda, Bahama.
Come on, pretty mama.
And so
Do we care who this sword is?
Of course we do. Of course we do.
Well, I mean, aside from your need to be inside of the sword.
Just sometimes I just want to know how to get back in there. So if you know who got them in there,
Right.
I can get
You can
back.
do whatever you want with the sword. I'm just saying, do we need to engage the sword really, or should we just You know, like, we're paid to do a job. So, let's go dump him off in a trailer park somewhere. Gold's gold, boys.
That's true. We could just kill him.
That's
and
true. What if we just like, I don't know, but what if he has gold too?
He's in a sword.
Yeah.
Sword.
Jarbo was
Sword.
into sword.
What? How?
Yeah, but
There was also a
That's-
snake and a
that's
sword.
more of a plague to us than a value.
It's true. It was. It was not a fun time.
Jarbo Dini Daya would beg to differ.
Maybe we will have to swear off swords, soul swords.
Just happens every time.
That's
Ooh,
true.
maybe.
A sword. A sword. You know.
Hey, wait. If the sword can grow, maybe the sword can shrink, and Jarbo, you can use it as like a weapon. It could be in one of your arsenals. You just like
Sword.
start slashing with a soul sword.
Sword, we can get you out of there. Don't worry. We can do it. But it seems like we might have to deal with some people.
Why don't
We're
you
not
just-
the ones that got you in this mess, but we can help you get out. But maybe you just need to help us out.
This
Help
weird-looking
us help
lizard-like
you out.
creature bursts out from the tower nearby and points over at the group. If you didn't know any better, it would almost appear to be Hazi Jarbo Duwer Diaba Slaba of the
Right.
great-grandfather of Hazi Jarbo Dini Daya.
I thought you were dead.
You're the great-grandfather?
Great-grandfather.
How
You know, maybe you
old
should
are-
just persuade the sword to stay a sword.
He
It's not so
points
bad.
at the sword and says, "It's a rebel! Kill it as soon as possible!"
Like,
Build
what's
the
that?
sword?
What's a rebel?
You see the dwarves are starting to assemble. Hazi, the original, totally grandfather of other Hazi. It's one that didn't take to its weapon. The soul is wild and rabid.
Maybe we could convince it and use that wild rabbit soul powers to our advantage.
I like the way you think.
Like, I love that idea, Jeremiah, but I have no idea where we'd even start with that.
I feel like just let Jesse have it, and he can do what he wants with it.
And then he's
See,
got enough
and
sword.
he's already at a good start.
He's never had experience with a possessed sword before. I don't know why you think that's a good idea.
It's like in League of Legends when you just build 6 swords in your inventory. Like, look at how strong I am now.
Swords and a hammer.
Wait, am I Zoro from One Piece? Hold on.
I have 6 swords, so I can use them all at once, right?
That's how this works. But yeah, so essentially, Hazi the First is pointing at the animated blade, and y'all have some decisions to make.
Zarnok, I think we gotta let Jarbo make this decision. He's basically half in love with it. I don't think we really have a say.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, you know, I'm a team player.
Jarbo, we just want you to know that we trust you. We love you like a brother. If you want us to kill every single dwarf in this world for that sword, we'll do it. Let us know what you decide.
Guys, I'm so happy that you support my decision for genocide.
Anytime.
Let's do it.
I mean, we are the Lost Boys. That's how we roll.
Fucking and causing a ruckus. What's
is in
more
fact what they do.
more of a ruckus than genocide? No.
That is, in fact, what they do. I mean, is that what y'all are gonna do?
I don't know. What are we gonna do? What was the plan? Remind me.
Essentially, it's just a question of whether or not you want to kill the sword or ally with the sword at this point.
I mean, we are already allied with the sword.
I'm Alan Sword.
Yes,
But
Jarbo
you know
is up close and personal with the sword.
Tell the dwarves and stuff, hey, we're all good. Everything's good. We got the sword under control.
Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll pack him
The
up.
sword situation good, and then just maybe convince him that, it's really pretty fun being a sword.
As all of you essentially explain to these dwarves and what would be a crafter that has run out, they essentially look at each other and start mumbling. "Whoa," and finally, Huzzy speaks up. Well, you still owe us one big sword. We paid for 4, and you're only giving us 3. You must
Well-
come inside and forge. You will pick the next victim for the soul bead, and you will forge the sword yourselves.
This can't be anybody?
It's a bead?
Wait, can we pick anybody?
We have specially locked people up in this tower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Sounds like home.
As all of you start walking up into the tower, you start finding yourselves wondering what the Lost Boys will find up there. How will they craft something they've never crafted before? Will they pick a perfectly innocent NPC that has no reason to be where they are, that has potentially been used in other places to massacre and slaughter for the good of no man?
I mean, Jesse's charmed unknowing sword. We have to follow that. We can't just give it up.
The sword wraps itself around Jarbo in only a way that a possessed sword can. He finds
I like
himself
the-
smiling.
I like the idea that it just becomes like your pet sword. Like it's not. It's like
It's
it's like
just
in Full Metal Alchemist, the guy who's like a full suit of armor.
It's just like walking around a sword, just do.
Oh, Edward and Alphonse.
The little like guard is
He's
like,
like
just
really
holding-
scared at any fight. It's like the opposite of a sword. It's like oh no.
Why are you fighting here? Lost Boys, thank you for joining us tonight. We will we'll come back
Play
next
us out,
Tuesday or
lover.
Wednesday. Oh,
Hey, we didn't
yeah.
we didn't play in. We didn't play ourselves in.
What am I doing? I'm so
I
sorry.
played twice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
play us in a
One-
row.
once we go in,
It
once
must
we
be
come
done
out.
twice.
When a humble
This
boy
time.
dared to step away from his naked
Such
days,
a good
just
intro.
to know
And
poor
exit.
goblin made himself foreign and started to spell. The champion of Gorum sent to make decorum of heathens that tell of the
They tell him what?
Lost Boys. Give it up for the Lost Boys. Fighting and causing ruckus. Lost Boys. A promise eternal and forever.
That is really something unique and special. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope you have a wonderful night. Tip your waiters and waitresses.